before we start today's episode, we wanted to say a disclaimer. Today we will be talking about sexual assault and harassment in a variety of forms.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is triggering to you, or that's just something you don't want to
can't handle it,
if you don't want to listen to it, we completely understand, and we'll see you on next week's episode.
Yes.
Which we will be a Valentine's Day episode. So
a little bit lighter than this one.
But we thought that it was smart for us to talk about our safety.
Mm-hmm.
So please just be aware that it might get a little deep today.
Yeah, it's going to get deep. So you're welcome to sit in and join the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't, no hard feelings. We
Yeah.
still love you.
Yeah. All right, today's poem. Yum yum, the stars are out. I'll never forget how you smelled that night, like cheddar cheese melting under fluorescent light, like a day-old rainbow fish. What a dish. Gotta lick my lips. Gotta dream I daydream. Thor's own brain cloud. Rain, rain comes, coming down. All over her. There she is on the hill, pale as a posy, getting soaking wet. Hope her petticoat shrinks. Well, little shepherd girl, you're gonna kingdom come. Looking so clean, the guardian of every little lamb. Well, beep, beep, sheep, I'm moving in. I'm gonna peep in Beau's bodice. Lay down, darling, don't be modest. Let me slip my hand in. Oh, that's soft. That's nice. That's not used up. Oh, don't cry. Wet? What's wet? Oh, that. That's just the rain, lamby pie. Now don't tighten up. Open up, beep bop. Lift that little butt up. Open wider, beep bop. Come on. Nothing. Can stop me now. Oh. Isn't that good? My melancholy beep bop. Oh, don't cry. Come on, get up. Let's dance in the grass. Let's cut a rug. Let's jitterbug. Roll those tiny white stockings down. Bobby sock, go. Let's flow. Come on. This is a dance contest. Under the stars. Let's Alice in the grass. Let's swing, Betty boop hoop. Let's bird land, let's stroll. Let's rock, let's roll. Let's whalebone, let's go. Let's deodorize the night.
Woo!
Whew.
That's a heavy one.
By Patti Smith.
Yeah, I love Patti Smith. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's a punk rock princess, and I love her. Check her out. But yeah, that's a mouthful. Good job on that one, man.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Mom, Dad, the 8 years of theatre has really
exactly. The
done
theatre
me
live.
good.
The theatre live.
Keep my composure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one. So today it's going to be, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one today. We are going to talk about some things that need to be talked about.
Yeah.
And things that are hard to talk about.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. So we thought that next week's episode is going to be about Valentine's Day.
Yes. And about dates and gifts.
And just love.
Love
and just,
in general.
Yeah. And what's cute and not cute romantic.
Yeah.
So a little lighter next week. But we thought that a way for us to kind of get into that is let's be safe. Let's talk about it.
Let's be safe. Safety first, kids.
Yeah.
So, high fives. So, Danny, my love, how do you keep yourself safe?
Okay.
In many different ways. So let's start off with safety in sexual acts. So, what is your form of birth control?
Oh, well, I am on IUD. I am on IUD.
Right, you are.
So
that little alien-looking motherfucker.
Yeah. That little thing they put inside of you, which is so friggin' odd when you think about it.
Odd.
Oh my god!
It is odd, yeah.
I actually had a cousin that passed away because of birth control.
Yes, birth control. The pill is
the
death to the pill.
I know. I started really, really, really heavy right there. I'm really sorry, but I thought that. I mean, so I was always just afraid of birth control.
Mm-hmm.
It was really scary, but then again, so is getting pregnant when you're young.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's all scary.
Yeah. So I used different forms, like mostly condoms and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
condoms are key.
When I was with my ex, we got pregnant the very first time that we ever, did it.
Yeah, you did.
And we did use a condom as protection, and we did, in fact, still get pregnant. So
okay. So did it break?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it must have.
Yeah, and at the time, my best friend at the time was in medical school.
I was gonna be like, best friend, bitch, fuck you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. At the time. I asked her, I'm like, what is, like, give me a number. What's the percentage of this happening? Like, why? She's like, laughable. Like, not even a percentage. It's laughable.
Like a 0.1111.
And plus, it was our first time, so, like, just right off the bat.
You were meant to have that child?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that didn't work for us. We had to, and then we had our second son. And then, so we decided, okay, I need something a little stronger. And I looked into IUD, and I got IUD, and it has been fantastic. I do not feel hormonal changes.
Really?
Yeah, or else I'm just this person. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I don't feel big differences.
Yeah. See, I think at a very young age, women are forced into the pill.
Yeah.
Doctors force that shit. And it's not even just for sex. They'll be like, oh, you have acne?
Yeah.
Take the pill.
See, I did not suffer from acne, so that was not a solution for me and that I needed.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad definitely did not educate me the way I should have been educated.
It's a hard conversation to have. It's a hard conversation to have.
I don't know if that's gonna be hard for me with my kids.
It won't be hard for me either.
Yeah.
It won't be hard for me. But look at us. We're two very chatty, open women.
I mean, it started this pretty abruptly, so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, in terms of sexual safety, it's definitely at the forefront, for sure. Especially if you're dating and screwing around and doing all that fun stuff. I mean, condoms are key. I personally have taken the pill on and off, and it fucked with my hormones. Some of my best friends have been on it for years, and getting off of it just fucked with them.
Yeah.
It fucked with them, right? So I didn't take the pill for a very long time, on and off. And once I get into a serious relationship, pull-out method.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's worked for me, right? It's worked for me. I'm 31. I don't have a kid. Maybe I can't. Maybe my ovaries are just like, like a...
like a
dust ball or something.
A beluga.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's worked for me. But you do have to be safe.
Yeah.
You do have to be safe because... Okay, here's a funny thing to talk about.
Okay.
Would you, when you start dating, would you make somebody go and take an STD test before you are sexually intimate with them? Like, what if that was a thing? Like a disclaimer, almost like how we did a disclaimer. Like, here's your disclaimer of...
Listen, if it becomes the norm, I'm not against it. I really don't care. I don't really care. I think, like...
I think it needs to be talked about.
See, but that's also because you and I are so open that, like, we would have that conversation regardless.
Absolutely.
So, just so many people think all of these things are like, oh my God, don't have the conversation. Don't just have the conversation. Man.
Have the conversation. Have it, even if it's hard, guys.
No, I think I don't think it's bad. So I've been thinking for myself, like, I've been with the same person for 7 years.
Yes.
I'm 99.9% sure I'm fine. But
you're fine.
I've already said to myself that when I do start dating, before I get an app, when I'm like ready to pull that
Danny
trigger.
Gets a dating app episode?
Yeah. But I'm gonna go and get a pap smear and just check shit out for myself, because I need to know what
peace of mind.
Yeah, and I need to know what I'm getting into. Is it your fault? Is it my fault? If something happens,
exactly. And then with women, your mind has to be in the right place. So if you're like, is my vagina fucked up? Your head is gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, like, so then you're not.
You won't be into it.
Yeah.
Right. So I just had a pap. Everything's a-okay, guys.
Good.
Yay!
Amazing. That's great. I'm proud of you.
But you need to be safe. You need to be safe because honestly, you don't really know.
But
you don't really know.
COVID with dating and safety.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And you know what? Not gonna lie, I kind of went on like a dating binge the last little bit. And I didn't really care.
Well,
I didn't care. I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
But even at the beginning, I was like, fuck it.
So, like, dating binge in what, like, were you just out and about, like, constantly?
Like, I would, like, go on dates.
Okay.
Often. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's, like, I don't know. I feel like there's different degrees of, like, what you should and shouldn't be doing during COVID.
Yes.
And I do feel like the last year was loosening up a little bit.
Yes. The last year, it's been a little bit.
I think at the time that you started, like, letting loose with dating, I think you were okay.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
But it is still scary because, like, you're going into some restaurants and bars and whatever. Did you go to a bar? Like, that would scare me.
I've been to a bar, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you feel going to a bar?
I was okay. But honestly, I went to a bar, so it was, like, not too long ago, though.
Yeah.
So things are a little bit easier. Like, you have to be vaccinated to get into it.
Right.
But...
And you gotta show proof.
Yeah, so I went out with my family for my birthday. We did a little Christmas get-together shindig with the cousins. And we went to a few bars, but honestly, it's like COVID didn't exist.
Really?
There was...
But were people wearing masks?
No, nobody was wearing masks.
Wow.
Nobody.
You know what? I took the boys bowling.
Yeah.
And once you got to your lane,
you could take the mask off.
So, like, it felt like it was still... It's, like, really scary still.
I know. It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing because you're like, I don't know where you have been, person over there, sitting with your fingers in your ball to bowl. Like,
okay, whoa.
No, but, like, you don't know where the person beside you has been. You don't know who they've been in contact with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's a risk you got to be willing to take at some point.
Do you know people who have gotten COVID?
Personally?
Yeah.
No.
I know so many people.
Yeah. See, I know people of people. Like, acquaintances.
No, I know, like...
People. I know, it's a real friggin' thing, man.
It's hard to be safe. Like, it's hard to be safe because you don't know what you're, like, looking for. You don't. I mean, you know what you're looking for, but you don't. Like, it's in the air. It's on the surface. It's like
you don't know.
I don't know anymore.
I'm
just trying to friggin' survive. Cashy boy.
We all are trying to survive. I mean, in different ways.
There you go.
In terms of that, so when you do start dating, do you think you are going to bring any sort of like protection, like weapon? Weapon.
I'm going with fucking knife.
A fucking knife in your bag. Jank somebody. No. So for me, we'll start it with this. Okay. So like maybe you can get an idea of what you want to do.
Okay.
All right. So I was gifted. By an asshole ex. Oh. But I mean, it works now, which is great. This like hammer utility knife thing. It's tiny. It's only probably about the size of my hand.
Okay.
But it's hefty enough. Like I could...
To do what? Is it just a hammer? Like he gave you a hammer?
It's a hammer utility knife. So it's got like components in it. Like you can switch it out and put a knife.
Is it like a Swiss Army knife? But it's
kind of, but it's
mainly a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So I keep that in my purse.
Okay, I would like that.
So I can whip it out if somebody's being an asshole.
Right.
Or like is coming up on me. At least it's something. It gives me something.
Are you a type of holding the key in between your knuckles type person?
I mean, yeah. If I felt awkward enough.
I definitely have done that.
Yeah. If I felt the heebie-jeebies. You know, sometimes when you know like something isn't right, your gut will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also, I got this thing from my grandpa a couple Christmases ago. He gave to all of his granddaughters. There's only 3 of us, but he just wants us to be safe, and it's very sweet. But it's literally like this little machine that you pull, and it goes me.
The alarm?
The alarm. Like it's like a rape alarm. Like if you're in trouble, you pull it and...
My ex's grandfather gave it to me.
It's a grandpa thing.
It's a grandpa thing.
They see it at Home Hardware.
Yeah, like, I need that for my granddaughter.
My granddaughters need that.
But I was also, funny enough, like these are all gifted to us. Like we're not nice. We're not like, we don't care enough.
We don't care enough. What is that? Like, maybe a key in between our fingers. Yeah. We have those at least.
Cheap. We're cheap. We'd rather die. It's easier. But my, so I had a Halloween party at my ex's like house thing, and in the morning I was leaving, and there was a few of my friends, and you'll get to know me and probably my friends throughout this, that I have a majority, 98% are men.
Boys.
And they've been my friends for like 16 years, so they're like my brothers, my best friends. Besties. Either way, I was starting to pull out, and it was a few of my guy friends just standing there, and they're like, your tires are very low. And I said, oh, could you fix that?
Witty please.
I'm stupid. I don't, but like actually I did try to go fill it up and I did not know how to do it.
Oh,
so
no.
I did need the guidance.
And sometimes you just need a helping hand.
They did. So they did that. They fixed my bumper, which I hurt not too long ago. And then what I was telling them, like, now that I'm single and alone in the house with the kids, our cat is
Our cat is fucking with the lights right now. Foxy, get down.
Down, Fox.
Down.
Good girl. But I was saying how now that I'm in my house alone, there's, I get really a little nervous.
Yes,
and I'm with the kids, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
I don't know how I'm going to save myself. My friend's like, hold on. Goes to his car, hands me this black brass knuckle that is like in the shape of, I think, a cat. And the ears are like
The spikes. Yeah.
And he's like, take it for your safety. He's French. I cannot do a French accent.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try.
Take it for your safety. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So I have that. He's like, do you? And he asked me later on. He's like, do you like carry it around? I'm like, to be honest, I kind of put it in my car because I don't ever use my keys. So I'm like, I feel useless. Like I have this protection, but yet I just don't use it because I'm just dumb.
I know, and it's hard to think about, right? Like, it's funny, we were talking about going for a walk at night.
Yeah.
Which is something that we both like to do, but it's scary. It's very scary.
But
you don't know what's going to come up and creep on you.
I literally, this is so morbid. But I will, like, as I go, so the other night, I didn't tell anybody, and I think I might have told you.
You told me.
Which I will always tell you and probably my other best friend. And I said I'm going for a walk.
You kind of have to tell.
Yeah. You have to tell
be
somebody.
known.
You have to tell somebody.
Yeah, where you are and what you're doing.
And I went on a walk through my, like, I have this boardwalk near me, and it was dark, and I've always thought that if I'm going to get murdered, it's gonna be there.
It's like, shanked in the face and then chucked in the river.
But I will go in and I'll be morbid and be like, if this is the day, it's the day. And I literally think that to myself. And
you know
I just,
what? That's a good way to think, though. Because then you're okay with death and you welcome it.
I'm very okay with death.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's scary, yes, but come what may.
My ex used to think it was the craziest thing how okay with it that
you know what? Cash, that's enough out of you.
The animals are going nuts.
They're going crazy. No, you know what? With death, I welcome it.
Yeah.
I welcome it. I mean, there's only two guarantees in life. You're born and you die. So at this point, if it's coming, it's coming. It's coming. We can't stop it.
No.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny how we were talking about, how you have to kind of tell somebody what's going on and what you're doing. So my mom and I have this thing where if I go on a date with somebody new, we have like a code. So I'll let her know that I'm going on a date, what I'm doing, kind of thing. And if I drop this line during the date, if I just say the little sentence, she'll come pick me up. She'll be there. She'll call me something, like, you know what I mean? She'll be right there. The funniest part is we forgot the first code word. So we're like, shit, we got to make a new one. And our new one is Short Dick Man. Have you ever heard that song?
Yes.
Don't want no short dick man.
No, definitely heard that song, but now that's very popular,
right?
So it's
funny. I mean, it works.
Okay,
it works for, like, me at least. I know my mom will show up, or it'd probably be my dad and be like, my daddy's. Yeah, he would just come in and
I don't have that. I don't have that. Like a code word thing.
You should get a code word.
With who?
Me.
Okay. I did hear this once though, with kids. So, like, my sons both call me mama. I did not ask them for that.
It's cute.
they just started doing it on their own, and and I love it because it's not like a typical mommy or mom.
Yeah.
So, but I will use this when they are older.
Yeah.
For if your child is getting asked by a friend to come like have a sleepover. Mm-hmm. And it's right in front of you, it's right in front of them, and he doesn't want to directly say, no, I don't want to go. He would say, Mother, do you think it's okay that I went to... and I will never forget that. Yeah, I'll never forget that, and I'm definitely going to use it. My sons are not at a stage where they can do that, but I thought that was a really interesting...
That's such a great idea.
Yeah, safety.
That is such a great idea.
Just super
and it's
quick
even like safety, but in like with boundaries. You know what I mean? Like saying no.
Oh, yeah.
Saying no is hard sometimes. And being able to have those little nuances with somebody that you really love that can pick up on the fact that you don't feel comfortable. Yeah. That's huge. Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big, big deal. Do you have a hard time saying no?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what is it.
I don't know what. I
do think I don't. I'm trying to decide. Is it like, and I don't necessarily like. I'm very much women power here.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know, but I'm also I'm a very much equal.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want everybody to be like lovely and wonderful and nice
Happy
to each
love.
other. But I think I just lost my train of thought there for a second.
We were talking about saying no.
Oh,
how we can't say no.
I'm trying to decide, is it a woman thing that you're just scared and intimidated to say no, or is it just like person to person?
It might just, I think it depends on the person.
You think it depends on the person?
I think women have kind of had it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
In that circumstance where it's harder for us to say no because we've always been told,
right,
say yes, pretty woman, sit still, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Sit there and look pretty.
Yeah. I mean, it's
right. And if we say no, we're a witch.
Yeah.
Burn her.
Lately I've been having all of these thoughts of like, I cannot believe the way the world was friggin' 30 years ago.
I know.
50 years ago.
I know.
And like, I was just recently educating my sons on how there was the medieval times. Like, again, they're only 6 and 7, but like the medieval times and like all of these different times and like the Victorian era and like people used to wear this stuff and men used to wear wigs and high heels more freely, and it was weird if a man didn't have that. And like, you know, and I just the world is just crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy.
It is so crazy. Yeah. It's scary out there. It's you know, I've had circumstances myself where I've been put in not great situations.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I can definitely talk about it for sure. I mean, it needs to be talked about. It sucks, but it is what it is. So I went on a date. Yeah. I think I was, oh God, probably 22, 23, and I had gone to the bathroom. Right? It's the first time I ever met this guy. Yeah. So I went to the bathroom. I had only had a couple drinks. I've always been able to handle my drinks, so it's not ever been an issue for me. I got back. I had a decent sized glass, poured before I had gone to the bathroom, and I came back and finished our drinks, and then I don't remember anything. I don't remember.
Scary.
All I remember was thinking to myself, get to your bed, go to your house, go to your house, go to your house. So the entire time, that's literally all I remember from it. It's just my body being like, and my mind telling me,
leave,
escape, leave. Even if he had to come with me, which he did, because at that point I was not coherent enough to be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
In my brain, I was like, get home. So I woke up in my bed, which was great. But I woke up sore. Like, bruises on me, Danny. I remember 2 days after I was taking a family trip to New York with the girls on the tote side, and I had bruises like all over my breasts, and I had to be like, oh no, shampoo bottle fell at me. Like, it's crazy.
You have to hide it for some reason.
You have to.
It doesn't matter
I can't say no, Mom. I was date raped.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grandma.
But
these
why?
Bruises are from date rape.
I mean? But why? Why can't we say that?
Right. And the funny part is, you kind of like push it back. Like, I pushed it back. I was like, well, maybe it was me. Maybe I was drunk. Maybe I was
Maybe I just fell. Maybe
you know what I mean? Maybe it was two-sided. Maybe I was into it too.
Yeah.
But the simple fact that I can't remember anything was enough to tip me off and be like, first of all, I don't like sex that hard.
Yeah.
Sorry, not really what I'm into. So if I wake up with bruises all over me and I just met you, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That's a say no circumstance.
Yeah.
Right?
I unfortunately have also had a say no.
A say no.
A say no.
We'll call it that from now on.
Yeah.
A say no.
A say no. But it was from a friend when I was in high school, and I remember we were at just a get together at his house, and we were sitting on the couch. I think at this time I didn't even have my first kiss. Like I obviously never had sex. Like nothing. I was a little naive woman.
Yeah.
And a girl, I should say. And I was at this party with my friends, and I remember he kept like kissing my neck, and I kept saying no, and it was totally in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I kept saying no, stop. But also, and then I know he started going, sorry, hit the mic, went down my shirt and down my pants, and I just kept saying no. And I remember at the time, I was really confused because it took me, that happened a really long time ago, and it didn't take me until just recently to realize that was
happens.
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like at the time, I remember when I was leaving, he apologized. Like I didn't say anything. I just like shrugged it off.
Yeah.
And he apologized and said, I feel like a dog, and I will never forget that.
Yeah. Well, you are a dog, bitch.
Was that
right?
the TikTok song?
Yeah. Like.
No, I know. But I don't know. And at the time, it just didn't register how awful it was, because in all honesty, it didn't feel bad. Like in my body, I'm like, oh, that feels nice.
Yeah.
Which I've never experienced.
You weren't
that
ready for that.
Oh no, and I've never experienced, so I don't know. But that was literally my first interaction.
Yeah.
With anything like that. So, and the kind of shitty thing is that I do have to run into this person every so often,
which is
not
extremely
often,
hard.
Yeah,
that's extremely hard.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I never have to see the asshole again.
Yeah.
And I never did after that. But that takes a strong woman, my friend, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I give you props.
Oh, thanks.
You should probably pull out those cat.
Yeah, my.
Yeah, your
my
knuckles.
My brass knuckles.
And just the 1-2 pop.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Or just maybe in the balls.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Do you have like at home safety precautions? Because we both live by ourselves.
Yeah, we both live alone. Honestly, my safety precaution is the love of my life, my dog.
Yeah, this little teeny white dog.
Teeny white dog, but let me tell you, he lets me know if there's something at the door.
Oh, for sure.
Which would allow me to then
react.
I lock the fuck out of my door every time I come in it. I live in a very safe community.
Yeah, your little apartment.
Out in a little country. Cute. Yeah, like little country land. So I don't feel like being here. I don't feel unsafe.
Yeah.
But I mean, push comes to shove, I would grab something heavy and try my very best.
Do you have anything by your bed?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
I usually have 15 water glasses, like mason jars, because I bring a water to bed.
This is not science, girlfriend. Like, you're not gonna fucking melt these alien-ass men coming into your house.
No, but I was just saying I could grab a mason jar and chuck it at their head.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's something. It's something.
Okay. I should probably get a bat, though.
Yeah,
I should probably get a bat.
I know, like, is there, like, that I don't see advertised very often, like, something beside your bed. Is that just, like, we're just supposed to pretend?
Is it something that you should always just know to do?
Or is it something that you just shouldn't notify people that you do? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. How many people do you... Let's take a tally, guys. Yeah. If you have a bat or some sort of, like... Weapon beside your bed, let us know. Because, honestly, yeah, I would love to know that. Like, it's not something you bring up in a normal conversation,
like, let us,
right?
Yeah. No.
Like, oh, hey, I have a bat beside my bed.
Like, for Italians, We have always the stick in the window and stick in the sliding doors. Like
What?
So
to like lock the door.
To like be a secondary,
really get it in there.
secondary. Like you won't get past an inch, bitch. Like you're not getting in
You do
here.
that at your house.
I don't do that at my house.
I thought you did that at your
Fuck,
house.
my house is so not
Wide
sealed.
open all the time.
Oh my god,
Wide open all the time.
My front door does not work.
Okay, well, maybe you shouldn't tell. Well, they don't know where you live, so it's fine.
But like, just things don't work well enough for me to honestly
But
feel
you have
secure
your
and
Muay
safe.
Thai. Is that how you say it? Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
We need to stop thinking that this is.
Listen, you're like Kim Possible.
Oh,
you even have the outfit.
that's awesome.
Hiya.
Yeah. I mean, Muay Thai is great. Do I think that I would be able to kick ass? No, I do not.
I think, personally for me, if I was to get into a fight, like with a chick, a man, no, that's different. They have bigger body mass and weight, and it's just would be a different story.
Agreed.
With a chick, I might be able to do some damage.
I
know how to pull hair really good, and I could like do some sucker punch. I feel like I could really handle myself. I mean, I've never been in this circumstance.
Yeah, me
if
neither.
I was to get hit in the face, I'd probably be like, "Ooh, where am I?" But
Yeah,
I'd instantly cry because that's just what I do. But
like that's me. I would be like, why? Like I'm so
Make love, not
sorry.
war.
I'm so sorry.
Listen, we just, when it comes to that kind of stuff, like a bar fight, we kill with our words.
I remember I was involved more than once in a bar fight, but I was not like in it.
Yeah.
So we went to Edmonton where one of my best friends live, and he was getting married, so we went out to the bar.
Yeah.
The wife
The
group,
shindig.
yeah, the whole shit kit and caboodle, whatever they call. I was there with my ex, and I remember like I've always said to him like, don't fight, like don't be a bad person,
Be a bad man.
I remember the moment that I saw somebody get punched in the face. I'm like, get in there! Like, kick ass!
I know.
And I remember his face was like, what? Really? Okay. It was.
I love it. Oh, I have never been in a fight, but I did pull a chick's hair once.
Oh.
So this is a funny story. When I was living in Kitchener-Waterloo with my ex-husband, my brother came up to visit us. Shout out, bro. Love ya. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, he came up to visit us, and we were at a bar. And this chick was getting like uncomfortably close, like a valley girl type chick, you know, like, oh my god, which whatever, you know, you do. But it was just bothering me. I had a few drinks and I was like, I'm not feeling this chick's vibe, you know, like get away. And she kept like bumping closer to my like ex at the time, right? Like getting closer to his chair, and I was like, bitch, you stepping up on my man? I was not having it. So I just turned around. She had hair like down to her asshole. So I just took it and I went, like fucking zeked her head back. Literally her head cranked back. It was amazing. And then she turns around and snaps her neck. Did you just pull my hair? And I was like, what? Honey, no, I would never. I was like, it must have just got caught in like the chair since you're like leaning back a lot. Like I think it just, and she was like, oh yeah, you're probably right. So that's my only fight I've gotten into, but it wasn't even a fight. I just pulled a chick's hair.
Yeah.
Usually I don't do that kind of stuff.
But I don't think that in a fight, my Muay Thai will save my ass.
Well, you never know. You just started. You got a good teacher, too.
I have a great teacher. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. So you never know. You might be able to kick some ass.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see. What else was safety? Or are there anything you're afraid of?
Like in terms of what?
Anything.
Anything I'm actually afraid of?
Yeah. Let's do just a chill one. Do you have any phobias?
No.
I do.
Like what? What are your phobias?
I have a phobia of peacocks.
Really?
Yes.
Why? They're magical.
They're petrifying. I will admit though, as I've gotten older, they don't scare me as much, but I used to.
You had a bad experience with peacocks.
So funny enough, I remember the first thing I remember is I used to have reoccurring dreams of peacocks coming through my side. My parents have lived in the same house since I was born, so it's always the same house. And we have the side door where we have all of our garbage.
Yeah.
And my mom would be putting out the garbage, and the peacock would jump out and rip my mother to shreds, and I couldn't move. So I
what does this mean?
I looked it up, and peacock in a dream means you'll have a handsome husband.
Well, hello.
Okay, well,
but the peacock was ripping apart your mom.
Yeah,
so.
it does not mean that in this specific context. But so I had that, and then my mom told me like just recently though that when I was like 5, she took me to a zoo, and at the zoo, a peacock just like undid its feathers, and I just lost it.
Lost your shit. Yeah.
So I think that's where it started. Trauma.
Always
starts from trauma.
Childhood trauma.
Oof. Yeah. So that's my phobia, and I really hate and cannot listen to if things are played backwards.
Like
yeah. Yeah. I hate that.
Oh my god, that's so funny,
and
dude.
that definitely came from the trauma of Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
The fucking Fugle whatever with their going backwards saying help me, like are you kidding?
Thank you. No,
that was
thank
traumatic.
you. That's so funny. I can't even think of any phobias I have, really. Yeah. I've always had this feeling that I'll die young, like in a car crash. It's not necessarily a phobia, but it's more or less like a premonition. It hasn't happened yet, but
well, you're
still
young
kicking
still.
it.
Yeah,
still kicking it. But yeah, no, I mean, I love spiders. I love snakes. I was that weird girl that would like
me too
pick them up.
Yeah.
If there's a bug in my house, I'm like, cute, and I pick it up and take it outside.
I love snakes. Snakes used to be my favorite animal.
Yeah. They're slippery snake. Snake. They're so cute with their little tongues. I don't know. I like them. Yeah. Even spiders. I mean, I like spiders. Yeah. I'm into spiders.
Do you know how to like save yourself? Like, do you know the safety of having to, if you get a spider bite, do you know what to fucking do? If you get a snake bite, do you know what to do?
Call 911.
Oh, okay.
Or do you like pee on it? No, that's for jellyfish.
Apparently that's not right either. Like, I think you
gotta suck the
I'm not saying, like, that seems counter.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe we should do our research on that.
I know, we should probably.
But luckily, we don't live in Australia, so we don't really have to worry about.
I gave my ex, who is a huge camper, books on like how to survive in the wilderness and how to eat in the wilderness.
Cool.
And like every page in that how to eat in the wilderness had some note that says, "Don't eat mushrooms."
It's true.
Don't eat the mushrooms.
I mean, eat the good ones.
Listen,
you know what I mean. Okay. Eat the fun ones, but
know what they are. Like,
no, they're very, very
I thought it was funny,
and it matters a lot on the person. So, like, if you try a new mushroom, it might just fuck with you. They're just weird like that.
Are we just talking about mushrooms in general, or
mushrooms in general?
Okay, it really, So they react with people differently.
Yeah. Oh. That's I mean, I read that. I mean, it might not be.
Like the mushrooms you get at a grocery store?
No.
Okay.
The weird one, if you have never tried
somebody might die
them.
and somebody might not die.
Yeah,
gotcha,
if you had never tried them before, they might fuck with you a little bit.
But I've been on Mushroom Talk, which is great.
Sounds great.
Which they're just showing me all these really cool mushrooms.
Mushrooms are really cool, man.
Don't eat the fucking mushrooms. That's my number one safety.
Unless you know what you're doing.
No. Well, okay, unless you're a professional.
Unless you're a professional. Yeah. And you know what you're doing, don't eat the mushroom in the forest. Yeah. Call Bobby and 911. Yeah. Bobby, I need my mushroom.
Do you have like safety plans set up for, let's say, if a burglar comes? Like, do you have a plan set for that?
Fuck no.
Okay. Do you have a plan set if there's a fire?
Yes.
Okay, what's your fire safety plan?
Fire safety. All right.
Do you have any alarms? I don't see a fucking single alarm.
My dad, who's a retired firefighter, is gonna hate me for this. But no, I took my fire alarm out.
Okay.
Because every time I cook in this apartment, it's just me, pissing me off.
Right.
But I do have right above my door. See that?
Yes,
it's a water sprinkler. Okay. So if those get tripped, my dad said they just don't stop. It'll ruin everything in my apartment, but it'll just go. Yeah. But my safety precaution, my plan: grab my pets.
Not supposed to do that.
Too fucking bad. I'm grabbing them.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. I mean, I would have to. Like I wouldn't.
Like, my ex would be like, "You better have gotten the cat." I'd be like,
Cash would be beside me right away. Like, I know that he would not leave my side. And when say if it was happening if I was sleeping, I know where Fox sleeps. Yeah. Like, on the couch usually. So I'd just, like, scoop her up and go. Okay. And we'd be out. And I would maybe if I had the time, grab some photos.
Terrible. That is not what you're supposed to do.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Do not listen to Stephanie.
Well, what would you do? Just boot it?
Well,
it depends on the fire.
I had a fine gentleman, conveniently timed with my breakup, come to my front door selling me a fire safety kit, which I bought. So for $50 a month, I'd buy.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. But wait. I feel very secure in my house now.
Yeah.
It came with very high-tech fire alarms for every floor. Came with the carbon monoxide alarm thingies for as many as I needed for the house.
Right.
Came with fire extinguisher for every floor. It came with a flood detector for my laundry floor.
Okay.
It came with a bed shaker, so literally if any alarm goes off in my house, it shakes my bed.
No. Well, you're a mom.
That's why.
This
is why. If I was single, I'd be like, fuck you. I'd rather die.
You have lives that you need to be
aware of. And then they also give you stickers to put on the windows where people sleep in the house, so the firefighters will go to those ones, as well as a ladder for an escape.
I mean, it's worth the $50.
I think so. And it's not like forever.
No.
It's a lot still. I understand. But
monthly,
though. And wherever I move, I call them and they will take it with you. And it's connected to my app. And it will alert my emergency contact.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
And also you have a thing for firefighters because you bought that calendar.
Oh, my God.
So you're into it. And I'm like, because, my dad.
I'm not into... Oh, because...
You were into the fire. Are you kidding?
You were into the... That was a moment... You were not there. It was with Alex.
Bitch!
I was having a good time.
You didn't Snapchat me. You were like...
I did.
It
was hilarious.
These calendars. Like, these 4 hot firemen. And I'm like, stop talking about it.
Listen, I have no preference on firefighters or not. Oh, no, I have a preference on career. But
no cops, please.
I have a preference. I don't have a preference. I mean, it was just we were walking by an Old Navy where they very, very ingeniously set up a table of 3
pretty good-looking firemen.
To sell calendars. Mm-hmm. And my friend and I were walking, and we did a whole cartoon. Fucking leg up, back bent, looking into the store, and we turned right back around, got in the line that was there.
Of course, there's a line
just to buy the calendar, which was a $10 donation for mental health, which was worth it.
That's great, right? That is great.
And it's my kids have seen the calendar, and they're like, "Why do you have this?" I'm like, "Well,
I know you sent me a Snapchat. You were like, Mr. March is my favorite."
Yeah, no, I don't know if
what was it? Or it was a month. You were like,
I put it away because I felt uncomfortable with my sons seeing it.
But he was looking. He's like, "Why March, Mom?"
Judging me.
Yeah, he was like, "What? What the hell?"
Yeah.
I mean, at least we were able to make this episode a little bit light, my friend.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Did
we actually talk about safety though?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did. I mean, trust your fucking gut.
We did. Listen, so. Next week, we're getting into Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay? I know that with COVID, you might not be going out.
You might not be, no?
Which is fine. There's, first of all, many ways to make date awesome, which we'll talk about next week on Thursday. But I just want to say, please be safe.
Be safe.
Let anybody know.
Yeah. Where you are, or who you are with, and what you are doing.
And or just take a photo. Definitely take a selfie of yourself.
If it's a friend, if it's a family member, just don't go willy-nilly.
And if you have some sort of feeling inside that you shouldn't be doing what you're doing,
trust your gut.
And get out of there.
And if somebody feels off, babe, they usually are.
And remember, for the viewers that are viewing on YouTube, I've learned this universal sign that if you're in danger, you cross your thumb and then you put your fingers over your thumb.
Yep.
So there's things that people are now universally doing to help with safety amongst all of us, which is so amazing.
Yeah.
So know what that is. Know your resources.
Be safe. Don't be afraid to say no.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to say no. And if something feels wrong,
don't do it.
Get the fuck out of the situation. Yeah. I know it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or
that's
whatever it may be. But trust your gut, and if if it feels off, it probably is.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Well, I mean, there's that episode. Episode 2.
Yeah. Safety.
Done and done. Link us up.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
Like
our shit.
You know.
Not in Our Will podcast. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on
TikTok.
Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, and drop us a line if you guys want us to talk about something in particular. If you have a funny story for us.
Oh. Or if you want to talk about something that you feel comfortable that you want to share about safety and something that's happened to you, please feel free. We will try to monitor everything and make it as safe as possible. That's our goal as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess until next episode where we talk
Valentine's Day.
We talk about Valentine's Day. That's fun. No? Okay.
I mean, whatever. Fuck. Whatever. I mean, I do like it, but we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. It's fine. I love love, and I just want love, and that's why I'm fucking bitter.
Same.
But anyways, on that note,
what's our music for today?
Oh, yes. Good call. The artist that we are featuring today is Chastity Belt. It is an all-female punk indie band, and they touch on some crazy good subjects, and if you're into that vibe, I highly
Do you remember where they're from?
Wawa,
Washington?
Wawa, Washington.
Yes.
They're from Wawa, Washington. But yeah, I know the people who are just listening can't see, but this is the album. It's a little ghosty. But yeah, they touch on a lot of great things, some powerful shit.
So we'll link them and you can go get them. Give them a listen.
Listen to their stuff. And yeah. All right, friends.
Okay. That's it for today.
Let's boogie.
I forgot what mine was. Catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flippity flip. All right, bye.